All right. Well, like I said upstairs, this is certainly a red letter day for the Village of Mount Prospect, and my comments are going to reflect that. But, you know, this journey started, what, 25 years ago or so? And some of this is in my prepared comments, but, you know, sometimes when good comes out of bad, right? And when before the wall was even here, and we were building sandbags, sandbag walls right down the middle of River Road, with the help of the U.S. Army, I think, and maybe it was naval cadets. But what was most heartwarming is, and this is true, people from all around our community came here to fill sandbags, and they were heavy, and lay them on the center line of this road. The Boy Scouts, the at that time the Girl Scouts, the just general people from town, because they knew these citizens were potentially going to be inundated with water because the river was rising. And that happened, I think, 3 times, at least 3 times. You got to say that's pretty heartwarming when people from all over our town come to help their fellow citizens. And I will never forget that, ever. So I'm going to turn this a little. Could you stop traffic? So, good morning, everybody. I'm Paul Hoefert, as you know, the mayor of Mount Prospect. And on behalf of our village board, many who are here this morning, I welcome you to this ribbon cutting. And we're here for this ribbon cutting today so that we can officially place this new stormwater pumping station here at Levy 37 into service. This new pump station, known to village staff as Levy 37 Pump Station 2.5, that was Sean, I'm sure, was designed by the United States Army Corps of Engineers and constructed by Roush Infrastructure, LLC of Des Plaines. As I begin my comments, let me just say and state the obvious. There's nothing worse than having flood water in your home. There's nothing worse. And I'm seeing a head shaking. So there's a lot of us that have had water in our basements. Some have had it up to the first level, and it's nasty. So anything that we can do as a community to help people that are in that situation, we've been trying to do for the last 35 years. Frankly, this project right here is a game changer. It will help provide an unprecedented level of flood protection for hundreds, if not thousands, of homes in Mount Prospect on the west side of River Road. Work on the pump station, which began in 2021, was recently completed. $2.8 million of the $4.1 million cost was funded by the United States Army Corps of Engineers, and we thank you. An additional $1.2 million was provided by the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. And again, I would say many thanks from a grateful community to both of these agencies for providing the funding which allowed this much needed project to move forward. In the 1980s, the residents of these neighborhoods would regularly be inundated with water whenever a storm event of a certain magnitude would occur. After one of these storm events in 1987, then Mayor Kraus with Governor Thompson surveyed the flooding, not by car, not by truck, but by boat. I've seen the pictures. I lived here then. I wasn't a trustee, but Mayor Kraus and Governor Thompson were in a boat going down the streets looking at the damage. We knew something had to be done. In the 1990s and early 2000s, our public works staff, joined by hundreds of helpful residents from all over our town, would build sandbag retaining walls down the middle of River Road to hold the river back when a major storm event was anticipated. Again, we knew something needed to be done. After ongoing appeals for help in the early 2000s by then Mayor Farley, a permanent solution to the regular flooding was proposed. In 2008, the United States Army Corps of Engineers, working with conjunction with the Illinois Department of Resources, IDOT, and Cook County Forest Preserve, and the city of Prospect Heights, and the village of Mount Prospect, designed and built this magnificent levee that we have today. Work was completed in 2011, and the two original pumping stations were done at a cost of over $30 million. Unfortunately, in the time that it took to design, entitle, permit, and construct the levee, statistical river levels changed dramatically, both here and upstream. While we found the levee very effective at keeping river water out of the neighborhood, we soon realized that the statistical river levels had changed and larger pumps were needed. River levels began to rise much faster than ever before, and the river levels remained high for extended periods of time. A consequence of this change was that the neighborhoods behind the levee, those are the neighborhoods we're looking at this morning, were completely reliant on the pump stations to dewater the storm. And those pump stations are right down the way there. Unfortunately, those initial, yeah, you planned that, I know. That was the Air Force, the Blue Angels. Unfortunately, those initial permanent pumps, which are still in place today, were not large enough to handle the bigger storms, and the residents were soon again experiencing flooding. To counter this, we put in temporary freestanding pumps in place, but this was not a permanent solution. Again, we knew something had to be done. Fortunately, the Corps and the IDNR remained committed to the residents of Mount Prospect. The Corps agreed to dedicate funds left over from Levee 37 construction, and the IDNR found new money that was necessary to design and build this pump station, this new pump station. This pump station improvement increases pump capacity by 120 cubic feet per second, CFS. Originally, the levee pumping stations could only discharge somewhere between 40 and 60 cubic feet per second. The new total combined discharge capacity of the levee pumping system will be increased to 160 to 180 cubic feet per second. Think of that. It more than doubled what we're able to dewater the neighborhood with. In combination with the new storage capacity, the one at Burning Bush, which is Burning Bush Park, which is 15 acre feet, and the Aspen Trails Park, which is 16.5 acre feet, this improvement we dedicate today should significantly reduce overland stormwater flooding in residential neighborhoods adjacent to our levee. It definitely needs to be said that this project would not have reached this point if not for the extraordinarily persistent, innovative, and dedicated work of Jeff Zucker, Chief of Project Management, the Project Management Section at the Corps, Chicago District, and Rick Pullman, Division Manager of IDNR, Office of Water Resources Capital Programs. And Rick's here. Jeff, are you here? Yeah, Jeff's here too. Let me say that the Village of Mount Prospect is extremely appreciative for their exemplary commitment to these, to getting these two projects done this morning. And again, we turned it on, it works, so we thank you. In closing, I think in support for the residents of Northeast Mount Prospect to know that they are the beneficiaries of a great deal of hard work and significant capital expended to create an incredible new stormwater and river flooding protection system. When you tally up the cost of Levy 37, this supplemental pumping station, Aspen Trails Park, and Burning Bush Detention, all built over the last 15 years, it represents $44 million of capital expended to keep floodwaters out of the homes of our residents in Northeast Mount Prospect. And that is huge. And we thank you. As a representative of a grateful community, specifically representing the residents of Northeast Mount Prospect, I say thank you for all that's been done by so many to help our citizens. As I initially stated, a good deal over time has been done, but this final piece of the puzzle that we dedicate today is a game changer, and it really is. It's a game changer. And so with that, I say thank you, and I will turn over the mic to Colonel Kenneth Rockwell, who will be our first speaker from the United States Corps of Engineers. Colonel.
Well, the mayor's a hard follow, huh? Okay. All right. I have some prepared remarks here. So, today we gather to celebrate the significant milestone that the mayor called a game changer in our collective efforts to protect communities from the devastating impacts of flooding. The completion of pump station number 2.5, marks a pivotal moment in the larger Levy 37 project, an endeavor that has been years in the making. Today marks not just the end of the construction project, but a new beginning for the safety and the well-being of this community, its residents, and its businesses. Levy 37 was first envisioned back in 1999 as part of a comprehensive plan of levees and flood walls to protect the upper Des Plaines River. Spanning roughly 80 miles of the Des Plaines River and impacting 33 municipalities in Cook and Lake County, this comprehensive initiative aims to mitigate flooding, protect communities, and more importantly, save lives. The Levy 37 system, which spans Prospect Height to the north and Mount Prospect to the south, is designed to provide flood protection for over 600 residential dwellings and dozens of businesses. The levee now protects more than 5,000 people who live, who work in this area, and will save the communities over $3 million annually in flood damage costs. More importantly, it means peace of mind. Peace of mind for the residents and workers who no longer have to worry about constructing sandbag walls during flood events. Today, we specifically highlight pump station number 2, a crucial component of the larger project. The 2013 flood event underscored the inadequacies of the original pump station, which were designed for much smaller rain events. The new pump station, with a capacity of 120 cubic feet per second, is 4 times larger than its predecessor and is designed to handle the simultaneous large rain events and high river levels you heard the mayor talking about. The upgraded pump station ensures that we are better equipped to handle the large flow events, providing enhanced protection for the homes and the lives of the people in Mount Prospect. As we celebrate this achievement, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to our partners who truly made this possible. This project was a collaborative effort between USACE, Mount Prospect, IDNR, WMRD, MWRD, IDOT, and the Forest Preserve District of Cook County. But a truly special thanks to Major Hoefert for his unwavering support, and to Rick Pullman and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources for their crucial contributions to this project over many, many years. The completion of Levy 37 and Pump Station 2.5 represents not only engineering excellence, but also signifies our commitment to protecting and enhancing the quality of life of our residents. Together, we have shaped a safer, more resilient future for Mount Prospect, Prospect Heights, and the surrounding areas. Thank you to everyone who contributed to this monumental effort and to building a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Good morning. Again, my name is Rick Pullman, and I am here from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, Office of Water Resources. I am the Division Manager of Capital Programs. On behalf of IDNR Director Natalie Finney, I am pleased to join this important celebration today, commemorating the completion of the Levy 37 Pump Station 2.5 project, a true game changer. I would like to thank the Village of Mount Prospect for organizing this special event today. It's an honor to join Mayor Hoefert and Colonel Rockwell and all of you. A true testament to government collaboration and partnership, aligning efforts for the greater good. This critical Levy 37 project component will greatly enhance the existing levee system, yielding a more robust and reliable level of flood protection for the citizens of this community and those who travel the roadways protected by this project. Over the past 100 years, the IDNR has evolved from a purely conservation-focused agency to one that oversees many areas that are critical to protecting the natural resources we hold dear. The agency continues to strongly support sound floodplain management and is firmly committed to eliminating, to the greatest extent possible, flood-associated damage along the state's rivers and streams. And through its Office of Water Resources, the IDNR has been a committed partner to the Upper Des Plaines River project for over 2 decades. This Levy 37 project is a prime example of the agency's flood damage reduction mission focus brought to fruition through the partnership of federal, state, and local governments, working together to collectively develop solutions and assemble necessary funding to make a project such as this a reality. I would like to specifically acknowledge Jeff Zucker, the Army Corps of Engineers Chicago District Project Management Chief, and Sean Dorsey, Mount Prospect Director of Public Works, for their steadfast leadership, sound project management, and valuable collaboration during the plan development and construction phases of this project. Your concerted efforts and those of your respective teams have been vital to the success of this project and the celebration we are having today. I will close with this final message that's applicable regardless of the size or complexity of the construction project. It's nice when it looks good, but it's great when it looks done. Thank you for allowing the IDNR to join in this celebration of this great project. Thank you.
Yeah, but they probably didn't do this.
In my heels.
That was a game changer.
We checked it out before fighting over it.
Oh, Jim, running for it. You guys ready?
3, 2, 1.